There you go. Hey everybody, welcome back to the podcast.
Family Guy Funny Moments podcast.
To the I really need to take a shit right now podcast.
Oh, okay. You can
Live on camera.
You can do that if you want.
It's alright.
Yep.
Alright. So hey, we had a little break there for a couple weeks. I apologize for the inconvenience, but we kind of just like, you know,
We got better shit to do.
Yeah, we're
Fuck
busy.
you.
We're busy boys. We got busy lives, and this is just kind of like a
We got
thing.
lives to beat.
That's true. You got to beat my schmeat. Got
Beat my wife.
Yeah.
And whip my slaves.
Got to whip my slaves
And
whip those slaves.
fuck some trees.
So
Tree humpers.
I see you're playing some Johnny B. Good there.
Listen to that Johnny Cash. Can you talk about the Johnny B. Good video?
Yeah, I actually did want to talk about that. Because
Rock and roll, baby.
I believe it was the last episode, we talked about Uncle Adams and the fucking thrash grass thing, but we have like another example of that. This band called I think it's like It Lives, It Breathes or something.
Yep.
Another one, like an exact situation where it's like, it's just this band proves that rock isn't dead.
You know,
and
the video itself wasn't bad. It's just
the fucking
it's like exactly what happened with Uncle
listening
Adams.
to that. It was just like
Well, okay. I thought it was bad, but like if you look at it just like in the grand scheme of things, it was not a bad video. But like
the music was fucking.
The fact that they just did the whole Uncle Adams thing and just made an example out of that, just posting your own video and watermarking it like someone else.
Yeah, it's like you could at least like pay someone to post it on a different page, but it's clearly your page and this is your band, and you're just a video that says like this band proves that rock isn't dead. So it's just a bunch of fucking like gay looking dudes wearing all black, like just covering fucking fucking Johnny B. Good, and it sounds fucking terrible. Like
go.
It's just so over dramatic and ridiculous.
Yeah,
You're
like
taking yourself too seriously.
The singer,
Johnny B. Good.
The singers just go like the fucking camera's going back and forth unnecessarily. The singers just go like go, like with all the fucking closed eyes, dramatic like hand gestures and shit. And the fucking band, like you can barely hear him. It's just like and like he's just like like. And the fucking...
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to like be a successful musician, but then just post a video like that where it's just, you know, you're like, these guys bring back, you know, rock and roll, and it's just like a fucking like...
These guys bring back slavery.
Yeah.
And it's just like a fucking like really shitty cover of just taking care of business. It's like...
I seriously, I want to do that. I want to like record a fucking terrible song.
Every morning to a
just
story.
Yeah,
10:30 train into the city.
Just make it like that, where it's intentionally really bad, and just post it. Be like
Turner Overdrive Podcast Season 3.
Just be like, this band is bringing rock and roll back, and like fucking pay for it to be in people's feeds. Just make that a sponsored video.
It's just a video of like, it's just a Steely Dan music video.
Yeah.
But these guys are bringing back rock and roll. It's just like a fucking music video from the 70s.
But yeah, that was, and like the other really good thing was that like I was just so offended by the existence of that video that I had to like click on it and see the comments. And like all the fucking comments are like, this is stupid, and then the band responds to every single one of them like, haha, or something.
Way
like,
to be professionals, guys.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you fucking suck, kill yourselves, and they're like, haha, yeah. Like, what? Fuck you.
We did it. We solved bullying. You gotta make new bullying tactics. So people can't just do that. You would say, haha, if you're gay.
Dang
it. If the existence of that video does not bother me, because there's like countless just more terrible things out there that I have not seen.
Like black people.
And that I have seen. Like black people. You know, videos of black people. I would hate to watch that. I have.
Yeah.
That's what like first place because it's spelling bee art competition.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, but it's just like the fact that video exists doesn't bother me. It's just the principle.
Yeah.
That they would post that themselves.
Yeah.
And apply a watermark as if someone else discovered it.
Yeah.
And then just
Yeah, it's like
on
they
their
saw-
own page.
It's like they saw Uncle
that's
Adams
not a
and
marketing
Brash Grass
tactic.
do it, and they're just like, hold on a second.
That is not
You
a proper marketing tactic. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know
It'd be
anything
like
about
if you-
marketing,
if you
but that is not that's not how you do
It's
it.
like if you just walked into a job interview and just handed them a piece of paper that says like,
It's just a
this
picture.
guy's great at
Yeah.
moving trucks around.
You give them a picture of yourself, and it's like, this guy proves that
You know, it's like
work
the
ethic
same
isn't
thing
dead.
As if you just, for your references number, you just give them your phone number, and they just call you in the interview and go like, hey, you know, is Keaton reliable? And you go,
Hell yeah.
Keaton's bringing rock and roll back.
Keaton rips the mic without talking about guns, drugs, hoes, or jewelry.
This is a job at Dillard's. What are you talking about?
Like, it's my point still stands. I don't talk about drugs or jewelry.
I don't care.
That's reason enough to hire me. Okay, you can plainly see that I am very successful.
I rip the mic. What else is there to know?
Yeah. Do you
He
rip
just
the
like
mic?
rips it in half.
Do you rip the mic, Freddy? Do you see?
Is it two
a rip
LeBarons,
mic?
Freddy? God, fucking what a movie!
I do. I rip the mic. I don't see another rip mic.
Get the fuck out of the way! That was a fucking. That movie's terrible. It's funny, but as a movie, it's fucking god
Car
awful.
isn't a gift. It's more like an investment.
In your future, or investment in you or something. You see two LeBarons, Freddy? Where's your LeBaron, Freddy? I don't
Whatever
think.
happened to the dude that had the like 23 LeBarons?
I don't know. That's a good
That was
question.
Freddy. He was just like,
Did he sell those? I don't remember what that
He
was.
was selling them, but I don't know if he sold all of them.
He had a lot of like 23 Chrysler LeBarons. I was like, why?
Yeah, it's like sold as a set only.
You gotta buy. You buy one, you buy them all.
Dude, I would.
That's true. I'd be
mean,
like,
what-
Stack them on top of each other?
Yeah, just have like a 20
Have a fucking-
LeBaron.
have a fucking LeBaron derby. Just like bring your friends
You
over.
could do whatever the hell you wanted to. If you had,
Yeah, dig a gravel pit and just fucking throw your LeBarons in there.
You-
Alright, last one. Alive.
you
Throw
basically become God.
LeBarons. I mean, how much would 23 LeBarons cost?
$23.
Damn.
You just be like the guy who's getting every copy of Speed on VHS. You just
wanna
get
own
every.
LeBaron.
You know, I
Yeah,
want to
exactly.
help that guy because I find a copy of Speed every time I go to Goodwill. I
Yeah,
want to help him.
just mail them to
Imagine
him.
if there were like 20 copies of Speed, like how cool that would be. And you know, like all of them have a location tracker on them. You're just going across America being like, alright, we gotta
The
find
other
this
one's in
copy of
yeah.
Speed.
This one's in Oklahoma.
Let's go.
It's in the middle. It's
You
like
just get
buried
in
in
a bus
a,
that can't go below 55 miles an hour. For, you know,
You just get on a
atmosphere.
boat that's just driving
Yeah.
on the road, just grinding up asphalt with the rotor.
No, it just,
That's Speed
just-
3.
yeah,
That's Speed 3, yeah. It hasn't happened yet, but it will.
You just get in a boat, you get a bucket full of water. or a
No,
hose,
Speed
and you're just-
3 would have to be on like a motorcycle.
You're
or
just
a
dumping
plane.
water in front of you so the boat can go.
Dude,
Speed
What-
3
well,
should-
that's 911 is gonna be boats.
Speed 3 should
Maybe
just be
3
on a
boats.
hang glider.
yeah,
That'd be really hard to like keep that thing going.
I didn't even realize there was a Speed 2, and apparently it's just the exact same plot of the first movie, except it's
no
like
Keanu
on.
Reeves and it's boats.
Yeah, it's like on a boat instead of a bus. But it's no Keanu Reeves. I didn't even know that.
Is Keanu Reeves in it?
No, he's not.
Damn.
It's a-
Yeah.
That's fucking
Yeah,
stupid.
you heard it from the man himself.
That's what we were talking about earlier
Keanu Reeves.
about like
I'm sad.
about
He's
sequels
beginning to believe.
about sequels that were clearly made just because the first one did well and they want more money, not because the story needed to be continued or anything. Like
I mean,
it just
really, did the story need to be told again?
yeah, it's a very good isolated standalone movie, and then like the fucking sequel just like retroactively kind of ruins the integrity of the first one. It's like why did that need to be
You
made?
don't want to put any stank on Speed 1.
Yeah,
I do.
it's a decent movie.
I'm gonna if that guy ever comes by, we're trying to find some copies of Speed 1.
You know,
I'm gonna put some stank on
When
it.
we
Just
when
give
we
him
went
Speed
to that
2.
show, when we went to that show at the station in Charlotte, and we saw Wild Speaker. And I mean I got a very like an increased fondness for the movie Speed when I noticed that it was on in there.
Yeah.
Like a
no one
tiny
was
2-inch
watching it.
CRT.
Yeah.
It's like behind the bar.
The bar wasn't even a bar. It was just a counter and a fridge full of like tabs.
PBR, yeah.
Yeah,
That was the bar. And I'm pretty sure that like that place is only open for shows.
yeah.
Because I don't ever see anybody.
I wonder
there.
how hard it is to get to book a show there.
Yep.
You just
Probably
go-
not very.
You just give them a case of PBR and whatever you know.
I
That place was cool.
We could do that.
We didn't even fucking pay. Like that it wasn't intentional. We didn't just like sneak our way in there. We just went in and no one like.
No one asked us for money, so it's like
It was just like, all right, I guess we're just gonna see the show. That was
I
cool
mean,
though.
granted, I gave them like $40.
Yeah, like
for,
I mean,
merch.
but like that's the band, not the venue.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was cool.
I mean,
I paid for getting in. If the police were listening to this,
That's true. We all just left money on the floor after we left. I
was dropping little nickels.
I was like,
dropping turds.
At one point,
putting out little bunny turds.
And then in the mosh pit.
Yeah, everybody was knocking into each other. I was pooping on.
Just like
that was like the little map of downtown Monroe. I think Kez handed it to me at some point. I dropped it immediately. We never picked it up.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Kind of wanted that.
Yeah. I was like, here, hold this, and then I just
probably on the floor in that alley that Kez pissed on.
that was cool. Yeah, it was just a little tiny like offshoot alleyway, and I was like, hey, there's a hole here. I'm gonna pee into it. And that was the end of that. We need to post that picture of us in like the fucking fence. Just want to post that on the Brain Recess Instagram.
Yeah.
I like having pictures of us to use for like back covers, just if we ever like make anything. Or just like
I
having.
want to use like a selfie though.
Yeah, I know, but that
I want it to be like an actual like.
But like Keaton took that picture, you know. But yeah, I just like having pictures of us. It's cool. And today was I guess eventful. I mean, we went somewhere we haven't gone before. That was pretty cool.
I can talk about how I almost bought $30 hentai.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Was that today?
No. Where would I have bought $30 hentai today?
That's
the
why.
hentai store?
That's why I asked. I was like, wait, was that today? Because I don't think it
Dude,
would.
can you even imagine, like, if I ever found hentai at Goodwill, I don't know what I would do.
You'd probably you would stop going to Goodwill after
I'd
that.
be like, you can't get better than that. Doesn't get much better than this.
I mean, unless you find more hentai, but do you really
that's
want to?
true.
Yeah. Do you really want to spend the rest of your life searching?
Yes.
I love
The
that.
answer is yes, Dylan.
I love that picture of that dude who's like, my dad just found this shit.
Yeah.
Like, just got
Thought
him
it
a
was
fucking.
anime and just sent it to me. It's just a crate of
For
hentai,
Christmas.
Yeah.
and I'm like, God.
Man, I wish that'd be fucking awesome.
Honestly, if my dad did something like that for me, he would be reprimanded of
that would
every
like
single thing.
that would redeem everything he's ever done.
all of the
Hentai.
strife he has caused me.
The years of psychological torture.
But yeah, basically we
Yeah.
went to like this porno shop and they had, or you know, like a sex shop, and they had like a whole shelf full of hentai. But it was all like $30. And I was like, I can't really at this point justify spending $30 on hentai.
I mean, they did have like a markdown section where things were affordable, and I kind of want to go back and get something out of that. You know, just to have something. It's
Let's
like,
get,
hey,
put
look,
your meat, put your feet on my meat too.
I want, dude,
Or the
where's
one
my
with the hole.
dick?
I wasn't there for that, was I?
It's in your hand, you knucklehead. You're holding it like the dude on the front
He
cover.
was just holding his dick.
He was
out.
just holding
Dude,
his
where's my
dick, and it just said like, dude, where's my dick? It's like,
it's right there.
yeah. I mean,
When was that?
I ain't touching it, but yeah, it's right there.
I don't think I was there for that.
It was a while ago. It was
Yeah.
like,
Dang.
But yeah,
I'll
I
take you
mean,
there when you're older.
yeah, you're not ready for that
I'm the
yet.
fucking oldest person here. I'm 21.
Not mentally.
No,
That's true.
You're
I
still
don't-
what does Down syndrome do? Like keep you 7 years old?
I was gonna say 8.
Yeah,
Dude,
about
what if
that.
there was like a degenerative disease that just like from the day you're born you're just like 13 years old. So you know when you're
It's
a
like,
baby you're
you're a genius, yeah, but then once
you
you
get past 13 years old you're just retarded.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, you'd be dreading the day.
What if you were like born at like 47 years old?
It's called
It's
Benjamin
fine, but you
Button.
don't-
You're just like born mentally 47, and you're like,
Mother, pass me the embryonic fluid.
You know,
that's how all 47-year-olds talk.
you know, it's
Don't want to hang out. Dog.
Mother.
please pass the embryonic fluid. But-
So I may inject it into my
ball
bloodstream.
sack.
Oh, no, that's
That too.
my bloody
Shit. Wiener.
ball sack.
Actually, this podcast will just evolve into reading my Twitter account.
So yeah, we went to fucking Monroe, which is kind of like not much to do. Apparently, because apparently everything just closes on Saturday in Monroe, which is kind of weird.
Really, you know, there wasn't anything in Monroe that we're like, dang it, if only they were open.
Yeah, but it was just like, you know, every town in America, how literally every town in America looks. Like, I don't know, it was just like, oh, there's some stuff here. We went to this weird little was it like a boutique or, I mean...
A boutique?
That-
A boutique?
I thought it was...
It was
Whatever.
It's a restaurant boutique.
it was
Yeah,
like a
that's what I meant.
costume place.
Yeah.
It was really wacky.
Yeah, that place was cool. They rented stuff, but you could also just buy it.
Yeah, because
I
nothing
can
had
sell my black and red jacket to that place.
nothing
Yeah.
had prices in there, so we were
Oh,
like,
God.
hey, how much is this stuff? Is it free? And she's like, well, you can buy it or you can rent it. And I'm like, so how does the rental thing usually work? She's like, yeah, about like $75, you put something together and just have it for the weekend. And I'm
It's
like,
whew.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
That's, I mean,
That's a little pricey.
yes, for just like a weekend, it's a little steep. It's like, I can't imagine how much it would be to buy it if it's like $75 for a weekend.
I mean, all the stuff all the stuff I saw at price tags on it, they were just on the sleeve.
Right,
yeah,
I mean,
but like all the fancy cut.
One of them just had a thing that said the paramedic jacket just said like priceless on it. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like the little rotatey things. Those all those jackets had prices, but on the sides, like the kimonos and the fucking bedazzled dresses, none of those had any price tags. And I was like, how much is this?
I mean, if you were going to like, you know, like I said, prom or like a formal or something.
The promenade.
Yeah, or just something like fancy like that. I think that would be a good place to go instead of just renting a suit. You know?
Yeah.
Because when you rent a suit, it doesn't fucking fit, and it's like $100. You know.
Yeah.
That's like at the cheapest. You know?
Yeah.
But if
I'm sure if you sucked that lady off, she'd give you a discount.
I mean,
She seemed like she was running some sort of sex trafficking thing in there.
Niggas.
you think so?
I mean, if she can control the weather, you know, why wouldn't she be running a sex trafficking operation?
Yeah.
Niggas.
I wonder if like Bill Clinton or Hillary Clinton have like caused every natural disaster then.
Probably, yeah.
Niggas can afford new fake foams but still rent cigarettes. It's one of those like random pictures that I think about sometimes. It's like I don't know what it means, but it's funny.
Yeah, stop sticking that fucking pin into the couch. One, that's my pin. That's my couch. Stop putting them together. I'm gonna kill you.
I mean, it
That
can't be
part-
worse than
part
him
of
putting
the
his ass on the couch.
That's true. It smells bad over there, like permanently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're fucking Sheldon Cooper, and you're like,
Like,
spot.
I sit in that corner to like prove a point that like seats don't matter, but it's actually just disgusting over there. So it's like, well, whatever. I'll just move anyway.
Like a stew. How got you guys?
Pranked.
I can't imagine how much time you could have possibly put into that. I mean, it's probably just inconceivable.
21 years.
Put into what?
How much time you've put into just sitting on your ass in that corner.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I like it here.
Apparently.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't know.
Sunken in.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a picture of this for the podcast. I'll overlay it right. I'm not editing this.
Yeah.
I'm not taking a picture of this. But
It's,
you get the gist.
but it's also on a sound-only website. You know, putting stuff in your pee-pee
All right,
hole website.
Contact me at kezwebster93@gmail.com and I'll mail you a picture of the couch.
Yeah.
And Kez's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the end of the podcast.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Yep.
Play the
Keep it short one.
play the outro music.
Oh, all right.
No, I'm not actually. You can do that at the end.
The
Oh yeah.
extra music is just going to be those same
Just-
notes but reversed.
I was gonna say it's just.
Oh, you can't put it on a reverse setting. I'm going to do that.
You can?
Yeah, I guess let's do it at the end.
Man, you know more about this keyboard than I do.
I mean, actually, like, you know, I was just pretending to be tired yesterday. As soon as you went home, I just, like, got my dick out and played the old lounge music with my ball sack.
I mean, I believe
I
it.
left nut.
Don't even think about touching the right one. That fucking came out of nowhere. Just, hi, I'm Greg Louganis, and I pay people to suck on my left testicle. Don't even think about touching the right one. So what? That's gonna be one of those things we repeat now. Just like fuck my bro. I'm not trying to fuck my life up. I'm not trying to be ugly like you, doctor.
I can't remember.
Griffin's good at that. Just saying shit that sounds like it's from something.
Yeah, it's like, you never ask him, like, hey, what are you referencing? It's like, oh no, he just said that.
Yeah. I
I can't
remember
believe he just said that.
I used to do that a lot too, but I somehow just like lost that ability. Like every time you hang out, I would say something and you'd be like, is that from something? And I'd just be like, no.
Well, now you just, you know, say stuff that's actually just from something and I ignore you.
Yeah. Yeah. We started hanging out with you. He hates me now.
It's true.
I don't like it.
Put the ideas in his head.
He's giving me the bad juju.
That's something we can talk about, so I'm breaking ground.
Yeah.
Someone mentioned, like, you know, a month ago that, like, Rick and Morty is gay, and I was like, yeah, whatever. But I just started thinking about how, like, the only people you ever see talking about Rick and Morty these days are just Kevin Smith wearing jorts. And it's just, like, fucking... It's just become, like, the fucking Big Bang Theory.
I was just about to say that, like...
It's just, like, people are just like, huh, this show's pretty smart. I guess I'm smart, too. I'm a nihilist, bro. This really suits my dark sense of humor. Really caters to my dark sense of humor.
And it's like, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and say like I don't enjoy that show because people who watch it are retarded. But like,
It's still a pretty good
I
show.
still like
a good
it.
show, but like,
I like
you know,
it.
you won't see me going out and buying a shirt.
Yeah.
I mean, in less than
Because
like,
I'm not
3
throwing myself
months,
into that.
You're
Yeah.
gonna see like, you know, Rick and Morty t-shirts at Target, and then it's like, all right.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for season 3 though. I mean, I you know, I still like it as a show. It's just it's becoming to sort of how, you know, Big Bang Theory was. It's like, science.
Hey, Penny, the periodic table. Is that like a table with periodic stuff on it?
Women are stupid.
Knock, 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 Penny.
I still love the fucking Big Bang Theory laugh track replaced with screaming.
No,
Fucking
no, there's
classic.
one even better. There's one that's
shitting
like,
sounds.
no, the laugh track replaced with vacuum cleaner.
Okay, I need
It's
to
like,
see that now.
it's unlistenable. You cannot make it through the whole thing.
Dude, we need to show that to Mochi. He just kill himself.
It's like, I believe I've created an algorithm for making friends. It's like, now, hear him out. If he has an idea, we can open a booth at Comic-Con and make a fortune. I love that video. Well, everybody loves monkeys. What's wrong with you?
It's not even like regular screaming. It's just blown out and distorted.
Painful
Like, you
screaming.
combine that and the laugh track on like you know, where it's just like go back to Africa. Ha 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 ha. And try and manage to do that where it's just like, it's just like
Oh, I showed
like,
you
I have
that.
AIDS.
I showed you like the inappropriate laugh track thing.
You
right?
told me about it, but you
Yeah.
haven't showed it to me. Just like, he made us drink wine and then he touched us. Oh!
Yeah, just do that.
It's like, did you say? It's like, did you say you were drinking wine? It's like, yeah. And then we got naked. And,
Oh!
just like, the guy just stares like straight ahead.
And it's like, oh! Yeah,
Oh!
just do that, but it's replaced with screaming too. So it's like, yeah, now we got naked. This is such a weird response to anything. It's
Just screaming.
There's no news you can get where screaming would be the appropriate thing. It's like, hey,
Sorry.
I'm pregnant.
So your wife just died.
It's not even emotional. It's just screaming.
Screaming. Like, they just tell you that and you just scream in their face.
Happy birthday.
Yeah!
It's like, hey, yeah, we just got your income taxes back.
Might as well go out on a high note. This is the outro song.
We're not even like half an hour in.
Yeah, we'll just cut the rest of this out. Alright, starting the podcast now.
Yeah, what else do we
I
fucking...
forgot that I had like pizza down there. I don't know where you get that.
We'll do it, bitch. What else did we do? We pretty much just went to Monroe, and it was a little disappointing. I mean, I didn't get like anything, but you know, I guess that's good because I still have money.
It's nice to go around like that though.
Yeah, I mean, you see a little slice of America.
Schleiss.
Saw some like silos and shit. That was pretty cool.
I like silos.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's the 16th
Juice.
anniversary of Dale Earnhardt dying.
That's true. Yeah, that's something we could talk about.
Yeah, which means it's going to be the 16th anniversary of a bunch of sharks dying, and then a 16th anniversary of a bunch of people that can't fly dying.
It still hasn't been long enough where that's socially acceptable, but you know.
Controversial humor.
Yeah.
Are you angry?
Fucking 9/11. I don't know. It's just like,
You can't really stop people from thinking 9/11 is funny.
yeah. But it's just like, it's just the same. People have more or less stopped. I haven't seen as much edgy 9/11 humor. The only time it's like you know, ultra edgy is like actually on 9/11. Because if you like go out of your way to make 9/11 jokes on 9/11, it's like, whatever, fuck you.
It's like, yeah, guess what day it is?
Yeah.
I'm clever.
And it's funny because like that's one of those things where all you see is people complaining about people making 9/11 jokes, but you don't see a single person actually making 9/11 jokes. It's like, at everyone making 9/11 jokes today, you're not funny, you stupid edgelord. It's like, I agree with you, but no one's making 9/11 jokes.
That has to do with us, like, you know, having the right kind of people added, where they're just like...
Yeah, they probably actually see that, but I don't have the edgelords
No, I
added.
mean, like, you know, we're not going to see it due to the people that we have added because, you know, they're intelligent people and they're not going to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Too soon.
But, yeah, I mean, you know, there's definitely a lot of people out there who are just making that kind of content just to post it on 9/11.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, back in like 2013, when I had my fucking quote-unquote community page with 60 likes, I just made a bunch of fucking 9/11 jokes on 9/11, and I thought I was funny and edgy. This was like 4 years ago now, which isn't even that long, but it's just weird how much have grown up. But yeah, I was just like, haha, 9/11, it's funny. But now it's just like, whatever, I don't care.
Yeah, you were just like spamming like anything you could find.
Yeah. I was like, oh boy, I'm so funny. And you know, the other fucking funny thing is that like the word edgy now, so like the word edgy pretty much is edgy in the traditional sense, if that makes sense. Like people just being like, oh, edgy. It's like, fuck you. You know, you're just fucking being a dick. You're just calling people edgy because you fucking, that's like your buzzword. Just being like, oh, that's edgy, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's chewing. He can't respond.
Yeah, I mean, the word edgy's kind of dated, and now it's like taking on a new meaning.
Yeah.
And, like only retarded people say it.
It's like the best is when you just fucking make a comment that's not. It's just like, I like eggs, and people are just like edgy. It's like, fuck you.
Edgelord.
Yeah. So,
yeah, if you went the same way that like dank did.
Dumb bitch.
Yeah.
Which it's weird that that's like the new generation of, you know, saying like, I love bacon and like ninjas. Shit
Yeah.
like that. It's like, it's weird that anything that gets popular enough eventually just becomes shitty, and if it stays popular enough, it becomes like such.
Well, even when it was around, I was never just like herder bow ties, mustaches.
Epic waffle cupcakes, shit like that.
Dude, I'm
I
still
never,
like that.
I never participated in that.
Yeah.
I participated a little bit in like the whole like, you know, buy me pizza thing because I was like, hey, I like pizza. But
I mean, I had several Gurr shirts, but that's because I actually like the show Invader Zim. You know, it was just like a picture of Gurr.
Gurr shirts, that's like a different realm.
Yeah. I mean, I just, you know, I like the show, but it's just Gurr and it says like waffles or something. It's like, I mean, he did say that in the show.
Yeah, if anything, the shirt that I had, the Gurr shirt that I had, like, that wasn't actually from the show, but...
Which one did you have?
It's just him, like, juggling some, like, muffins or whatever, and it just said, like, nom nom. Truly a shirt of its era.
Yeah.
Not something I would wear now.
Yeah, I had, like, I got chocolate bubble gum, and, like, I'm making waffles. I had, like, several Gurr shirts.
You had, like, a yellow one. I remember that one, too.
Yeah. I got chocolate bubble gum was, like, a black shirt, but I think the waffles one was, like, green. I had at least two, probably, like, 3 or 4, honestly. I really like Gurr. Same thing with, like, Wabo. I had, like... I don't think I've ever had that many shirts from one band, other than when I had a bunch of, like, I Wrestled a Bear once. I was just, like, determined to have...
You still have all those?
No, I think I, like, got it... I mean, because they're all too small now. I think I gave them to Goodwill or something, but...
Damn.
I was like...
kept those.
I know. I was like, I'm gonna make it my mission to have, like, one of every shirt they have. And, I mean, I seriously had, like, 7 or 8 shirts just from I Wrestled a Bear once.
I'm gonna do that, but with brain recess.
Yeah. Oh, did you see that fucking video that, like, Billy John Patco posted the other day?
Was it just him, like, playing a guitar or something?
No, it's just him, like, eating a burger in his car, but he's just wearing the Brain Recess shirt. I was like, nice.
Oh, yeah. I didn't notice he was wearing that. I watched the video, but I didn't notice the shirt.
Yeah, I just commented, nice shirt. That's cool. We have one of our shirts in Canada.
Yeah, he's like, I'll sell merch for you guys when you tour, and it's like, yeah, we're not bothering with Canada customs, though.
Yeah.
It's like, you can come here and do it.
I do want to, I mean, obviously that's a more long-term goal a few years down the road, but, like, touring would be really cool. I really, like...
I only want to tour Brazil.
Yeah,
It's in my contract.
I want to organize a tour ourselves, a la Earth Tour, but not that extensive. Just, like, sort of how you did, just driving across the country. like drive across through Texas up the west coast into like Vancouver, up across like the south of Canada, and then back down through New York, and then back across the east coast.
The entire Midwest, because fuck Nebraska.
I just think it would be cool to go like across Texas up into Vancouver.
Sort of like 311 Memorial in Iowa, so we just go to that, stop there quick.
You mean Slipknot?
I'm pretty sure.
I think, is 311 also from Iowa?
311's from one of those countries.
311's from Nebraska. Slipknot's from Iowa.
And fucking...
you go to Iowa...
Is there any difference in those bands, we're being honest?
Slipknot 311.
And Teenage...
I want to go on the 311 cruise so bad.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Teenage Bottle Rockets from Wyoming.
Yeah. Wyoming is a great state. If you could about
Wyoming really is cool. It's like, it's one of the most underrated states. It's just like a fucking rectangle, but it's so pretty. Like, I just like being there.
You know, I think people figured out that Wyoming is cool because it's really expensive to live there.
Really?
I've heard it, yeah.
Huh.
I feel like you're the one who told me that.
It wasn't that bad. I mean...
Colorado is like gentrified Wyoming. You know?
Colorado
maybe that's what I'm trying to say.
Denver is smaller than Charlotte and like the most traffic I've ever... It was like fucking like 8 o'clock in the morning on a fucking like Sunday. And it was still just like the most traffic.
I can understand like early on a Sunday, but like, well, really early any weekday because like people going to work and shit. But you know, probably like you go out probably like between like 9:30 and 11:30. You know, on like any day, there's gonna be like no one around.
I need to do something with all these holographic Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
I'll just make like a pick or a dress.
I kind of like, I don't know what I'd do with Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but I just want to have Yu-Gi-Oh cards again because I'm mad at myself for just giving them away like a dumbass. I need to fucking...
Leather, aka Oral Intake. We're gonna find you.
Yeah, I need to like hit up Nick Stike Leather, see if he still fucking has those. I know, but it'd be cool if he did. I don't know.
He's probably, down to like 10 different, probably moved out by now.
Yeah. No, he could have kept them with him. It's weird that like...
Yeah.
Is he fat?
No.
No. Never mind. That rules out what I was going to say.
So what does that have to do with anything?
Don't worry about it.
It's weird how Trent like individually discovered Nick Stike Leather like through broadcasting class or whatever, and he's like really good friends with him.
Yeah.
So like, I knew him. I knew him first.
This Nick dude is actually like a good person.
Nope.
Really?
He's not?
No, I don't like him. I mean...
Well, I didn't like him before, but I feel like he's okay now.
I mean, he's alright. It's just like,
He definitely got too involved in the fucking like popularity contest of like middle school, because like we were friends when we were just because our parents are friends, and it was like, oh, that's Nick, and then like we got to middle school and he was just like, I'm popular, don't fucking look at me, you idiot.
Well, like,
it's like
I wouldn't really call it popular, but I get the whole like demeanor thing.
Yeah,
I know how that works. But,
I think he's okay now.
Popularity it's not really popularity, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like a mindset that people get into. Because, I mean, if you think about it, like, everyone in, like, public school just has their certain cliques.
Yeah.
But, with, like, I mean, really, if you were a popular person, then you would fit in with everyone.
That's true.
That's...
Yeah, people... There's this
that
whole
to me is,
mentality
like, true
of just being like, these jocks over here,
Not really.
What,
yeah.
I mean, like, it's just like this weird mentality. Basically, anybody that like when the Super Bowl is on, they talk about how the Super Bowl is stupid. Like that kind of person. That's also just like fuck these like popular kids. These like well-rounded, mentally stable, social, active and nice people. Fuck that. They're just popular.
Yeah.
Fuck these popular kids. It's like, I'm just going to be over here and not progress, in any way over the course of my entire life. I'm just going to resent everyone else and hope that they drag themselves down to my level.
Yeah, I mean, I was never really that popular in high school, but I didn't blame anyone else. I was just like, I was
popular shit. I was getting puss left, right, and center.
It's like, I don't.
Getting puss?
I'm getting moose.
It's just like, I don't care enough to, it's like, I have a couple friends, and that's fine with me. I don't need for everyone to know me.
People in high school.
Yeah.
I had enough.
I never felt like I need more friends because I need more friends. It was just like,
Yeah.
I can talk to people at lunch. I can, jerk off with the boys in the bathroom. That's all I really need.
Jerk fight a little bit.
Jerk sesh with the lads.
J.O. sesh.
Charging your crystals. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I never really thought of anyone as popular.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Unless there was just a rare occasion where someone just knew everybody and were close with everybody. But, like, that's not possible because everyone, when they get to public school, they're just like, shit, I gotta, like, develop a personality now. Because it's not like elementary school where you're all just kids and you just talk to each other.
Yeah, well, I mean...
When you get to, like, middle school and high school, you're just like... what do I like? I like what this guy likes. So you just like...
I just describe popularity as... Like, I know what you mean by popularity, but I'm using it more specifically to define people who are just assholes about it. Like, they're like, I'm popular, don't talk to me, you're not, you know, the people who get in their, like, little cliques. Like, there are people who are friends with everyone and they're actually cool, but that's not who I'm talking about. I'm just talking about, like, you know, the fucking basic ass Mackenzies and Samanthas and the people, you know, people like that.
Yeah, where it's just like, you know, they're just kind of like, oh, well, you know, I've never heard of you.
Yeah.
So it's like, that means you're not important.
It's still weird to me that what was his name, Colin? Like the brownish dude who was among the whole, like, Ian scene group, like, dated one of those basic twins, like Lauren and something else. His name is Colin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird he fucking dated one of them just because they're, like, you know, Aeropostale, Abercrombie, normal girls, and he just wears, like, all black.
It's just star-crossed lovers, man.
Weird.
She wears short shorts. I wear sneakers.
But I mean, you think about it, the group we were in, whatever you want to call it, like, scene or alt.
Just the rejects. That whole we were pretty much well, I mean, everyone we talked to just kind of was not part of any other group.
Cliques don't actually exist in high school.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, it was just our group was just the rest, you know. It was like whoever else, just the people we talked to.
Talk to anybody that talk to me, you know.
Talk to
yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
With a pulse. Fuck them too.
But yeah, like, I mean, just think about it, you know, if you're, like, hanging out with all of your friends, you know, and some random person walks up and just, like, they're like, hey, what's going on, guys? You're gonna be like, who the fuck is this fat kid? Like,
yeah.
You know? That's why it's like, you gotta, you know, it's not about, like, fitting into a certain crowd or whatever, but it's just, like, you gotta know somebody and, like, at least pretend to be social in high school, or else you're just gonna be fucking, like, you're gonna be the one kid that everyone looks at and is like...
That just sits down at another group's table during lunch and just stares at his plate and eats his, you know, his brown mashed potatoes the whole time. And they have to, you know, find a different seat because no one wants to sit near you. Because you also smell bad.
Exactly.
And you look like a serial rapist.
See, it's like I have that to be thankful for, you know, the fact that, like, I wasn't, like, smelly or ugly in high school, and, like, you know, people actually went out of their way to talk to me, you know.
Yeah.
I definitely fit in.
Well, that's how I still am. I don't fucking go out of my way to do anything. But, you know, if someone fucking talks to me first, I'll put in the effort. I'm not going to be like, don't talk to me. I'm going to be like, hey, what's going on? And just talk back and be nice. But, you know, it's not really worth the time or effort to me to invest in, like, talking to someone just in case I get shut down, you know, or something like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, you just... I mean, I'm like that too. It's like I'm not gonna go out of my way to, like, talk to somebody, you know. Not unless I, you know, have a reason to. It's like, oh, you know, I want to order food. I'm gonna go up and talk to this person, you know. Like,
yeah.
I mean, that's some of that stuff's like a no-brainer to me. But you know, they're like people at work, for instance. I'm just like, I don't have any reason to talk to this person, so I'm just not gonna say a word.
Yeah.
But if they come up and they want to have a conversation, you know, I'll chip in a little bit unless they're just fucking weird.
Yeah.
Which usually ends up being the case. People just come up and they're just like, dude, I can suck my own dick. And you're like, well, actually,
okay, please leave me alone.
That'd be pretty cool if someone came up to me and said that. I'd be like, really?
Ooh, let me see.
It's like, give me a demonstration. Not on me, not on me. On me, whatever.
You know. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, especially... my golden rule of life is to never talk to people at video game tournaments. Just like, if there's one rule in life that you follow, let it be that never talk to anyone at a video game tournament, because, like, the concentration of autism is like 2,000% higher than in the standard normal human population.
These aren't regular people.
They're all autistic.
Regular people aren't walking into a video game tournament. It's like, hey, I'm gonna hang out here.
Yeah.
That's absolutely not how it works.
Yeah, like you're just standing there and someone just comes up to you. It's like, what do you think Mario's dick looks like? And you're just like, who the fuck are you? Why are you talking to me?
Yeah, like I think I was just playing like Midnight Club or something, or it was like Need for Speed. Some like driving game. They just had something out like I think it was like Need for Speed Carbon for the GameCube or something like that, or Underground.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, they just had it on one of the TVs. They just had it set up, so I was just like playing that. And this kid, not even a kid, just like this guy just walks up to me. He just like says something, and I'm just like, oh yeah, like I just said something about whatever I was playing. I was like Need for Speed or whatever, and he just like started this whole thing like, actually, you go in. What you do is you go in the drift tournaments or whatever. Like, I think he was talking about like just doing a drift tournament in the game, and I was like, yeah, I don't really do like the drifting things in these games because it's just like hard, and it's like I'd rather just like race because that's easy. He was just like, oh, I mean, there's like a technique to it, and he was just like telling me how to drift, and I was like, hey, did I fucking ask?
Yeah, it's like, I'm not talking to you, go away.
I was like, it's like, man, I'm not talking to you about something that I like.
Yeah.
I won't even do that. I'm not giving you that satisfaction. You need to leave. You need to walk away right now, because like, he was just telling me how to drift, and it was like,
I didn't ask. Who the fuck are you? Yeah.
It's not necessary in any context. Also, like, you're fat and you're annoying and you're just like,
yeah.
I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
And that's the only, and the stupid thing was, it wasn't even just me, like, in a different mindset. I wasn't just like, hey, I'm gonna talk to somebody in this video game store, like, because I would never consider doing that. But he came up and said something, and I responded.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to be rude and be like, "Fuck off," but
then that was the cue.
That's just the catalyst. You're like, yeah, man, it's like this,
and I've made that mistake more than one time, because they're.
Yeah, you just don't want to be rude. If someone says something, you're like, yeah, man.
There's some people that I've worked with, but like seriously, like, if someone comes up to you and they're just like, hey, do you like video games? Just be like, no, I don't. Yeah. I've never played a video game in my life.
Yeah, because I know I'm sure I've told you this before, but I haven't said it on the podcast. There was this dude I worked with, when I don't work there anymore, when I used to work at Harris Teeter, there was this kid, Paul, who, like, most people are cashiers, and there's a few, like, quote-unquote baggers, like, that all they do is bag, but they also just, like, clean shit up, and, I was a cashier, but I got a random, like, bagger shift for some reason. So I was just a bagger, even though I'm usually a cashier. And this fucking dude, Paul, like the manager was like, hey, go study Paul. He'll tell you how to do this shit. And I was like, okay. And he was like just talking to me like normal. And his like phone went off and it was like the fucking Metal Gear sound. And he was like, you know what that is, don't you? And I was like, yeah, Metal Gear. He was like, oh, you play Metal Gear Solid? And I was like, no, like not even like I have never played a single Metal Gear Solid game in my life, but that was still enough fucking feedback for him to just tell me the plot of every single Metal Gear game. Yeah,
the exact same thing happened to me with this one kid. Like, I was just because they would put me on cart shifts. That's all they would do was just get carts, and it was great because I didn't have to talk to people, but it was annoying because people would just dump a cart like. In a shopping cart just into a shrub.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, good, that's not inconveniencing me or anything, but anyways, so like they had this other kid just like getting carts, and he was like, you ever played Final Fantasy? And I was like, no. Like, I didn't even.
Yeah, it's like a no. That is the end of it right there. I have not.
He still he followed me around. I did all the fucking work, and he just stood behind me and gave me the plot of every Final Fantasy
That is
game.
Exactly what happened.
I was just like, I'm like, Jesus, dude. I'm like, how many Final Fantasy games are there? And I was like,
oh, you should have said that.
Damn it, I should have said that. And then he was like, well, see, the thing about the universe is like, there's little offshoots, like.
Just Squidward banging his head on the fucking cash register.
It's like 3, just kind of goes straight to 7, but then it goes back to 4. And then from there, it's like, it's chronological. There's like story arcs, and there's errors here and there, chronological things or what.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. We were going around bagging.
It's like I've never wanted to know about Final Fantasy, and I didn't retain any of that information either. It'd be one thing if I actually learned a damn thing about Final Fantasy that day, but I didn't because I just wanted to fucking punch this dude in the dick.
Yeah, we were going around getting trash, and he was like, "Yeah, Solid Snake is actually the dead twin brother of the original Solid Snake, and then Liquid Snake is his clone, who is actually his dad from the third game." And I'm like, "Oh my god, I didn't ask."
Yeah, my coworker Thurston, he's in Captain Friendzone.
Thurston for men.
Yeah, he made the joke every single time.
I know, but
because it's funny.
It is funny. Sorry.
I don't disagree. But yeah, so like every fucking he's just like I'll clock in and I'll sit down, or not sit down. We don't sit, but I'll just I'll clock in and I'll walk over there, start making drinks, and I'll be like, "So what's the worst date you've ever been on?" It's like, Thurston, I don't want to
just got here,
nigga.
I'm not playing BuzzFeed 20 questions with you.
Yeah, he's just like
dickhead.
This was probably like the most memorable Thurston moment. He's a fucking character. So one time, like I was doing the cash register and this lady walked up. She was like 46 years old. She had like 3 kids with her. She was like fat as shit and just weird. And like she got her drinks and she just started walking away. And Thurston was like, "Hey, did you see that lady?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Man, I don't know why, bro, but man, I really think she's cute." And I was just like I didn't even respond to that shit. I was just like fucking
you're
like
fucking
Oprah
weird.
Winfrey just pulled up and you're just like, "I just think she's cute." I was like, I don't know what to say to you, Thurston.
After this guy got done talking to me about Final Fantasy, he was like, "So what kind of video games do you like?" And I was like, "I don't play video games," and just walked away.
I'm trying to think of like a situation like that's happened to me.
It's like, why is it just video games? Like,
That's the thing.
Why can't I get somebody that just follows me around talking to me about shoes?
Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog gets a lot of shit, but it's just video games in general are just a beacon of autism.
I don't want to listen to you talk about video games.
People
that
like video games are terrible. It's like it's the weirdest. I guess it's the same kind of. It's like those are the kind of people that are like fuck these jocks out here trying and physically retaining strength so that they can achieve things in life and work towards a goal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit over here and play Fallout.
And then meanwhile,
Also,
just tell everyone about it. Just give them unsolicited knowledge.
Yeah, here's how you tell if someone's
this
a good
whole
person.
video game
If they
franchise.
start talking about video games, you just say, "Do you like Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas better?" And if they don't answer Fallout New Vegas, then you just say, "Leave my site. You're wrong about everything." We had this whole when I went to Boone with the TCW people. Cameron, who's like he's a pretty cool dude, and he's also like 5'8" or 6'8", and he was driving, so he just wanted his music, and he just kept listening to like the Eagles, which like I don't really like, but I was just like he also put on Joe Walsh, which is like he's like
My Maserati does 185.
I lost my license, now I can't drive. So yeah, he played Life's Been Good. And I was like, "Hey Cameron, you know who I don't like? Joe Walsh." And he was like, Cameron's like a cool dude, but like he has this like it's like impossible to tell if he's actually getting mad. But he's just like
I was gonna tell you, man, you gotta watch out for Eagles fans because
this whole thing started because he was just playing like the Eagles and fucking like Pinball Wizard and shit. And I was like, "Yo, bro, put on The Boys Are Back in Town by Thin Lizzy." He was like, "What? I'm not putting on that trash." And I was
I've
like,
gotten multiple arguments about the Eagles. I don't dare mention the Eagles to anyone because like I was at like Laura's house and like her dad mentioned the Eagles and I was like, "Didn't the Eagles just not make an album for 30 years?" And they're like, "Hey, we have an album," and he was like, "Actually," like he started with "actually," and I was like, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I was just making conversation. I was not talking shit about the Eagles."
"Hey, you in a world of hurt now, boy."
John Goodman's gonna fuck you.
The best one.
It's like 312 Cloverfield Lane.
The best Eagles argument I've been in was just like with my dad.
I just like how there's more than like enough that the best Eagles argument.
No, seriously, just because of how mad he got at me. Because see, the thing is like, I'm pretty sure this is right. It's been so long and I never actually looked up any proof, but I'm pretty sure someone gave me like concrete proof that like Hotel California is about drugs.
Yeah.
Something about drugs. I don't know the story, but like it's definitely. I can tell you right now that it's definitely not about a hotel in California.
Yeah.
I think they said it was about the music industry.
Either way.
But here's my
But
problem.
most songs are about drugs. But yeah, like I just told my dad that. I was just like, yeah, Hotel California is just about like tripping balls or whatever. And he was like, it is not. It is not about drugs.
Yeah.
It's about a hotel in California. And I was
It's
like,
definitely not about a hotel in California.
and I mean, like our neighbor was like a program director for a radio station. For,
Jeff?
Yeah,
Neighbor Jeff?
My name
for a classic rock radio station. So he was like, I'm gonna ask Jeff. So he asked him. Jeff's like, yeah, it's about smoking the Mary Jane or whatever. Like, he's pretty sure that's exactly what he said. And yeah, my dad just got so
You
angry
just
about
punch him in
that.
the head. Said, I'm running this radio station now.
He just kills Jeff with one punch. Knocks him out.
He just punches his head off. Just punches his nose. And just the center of his skull just goes flying out of the back. And his head deflates because of the skin.
But it just makes like a sound.
His skull is still
The sound of kicking
completely formed.
The sound of
Like,
kicking
how do you do that?
The sound of kicking a kickball. Just it's just a fucking slow motion like 3D physics demo of just punching through his skull and all his brains just shoot out the back of his head.
But basically, my argument boiled down. I was like, there are 3 good Eagles songs: "Hotel California," "Take It Easy," and "Life in the Fast Lane." And he was like, every single Eagles song is a good Eagles song. And like, Cameron got so fucking stangry. And like he just kept putting on other Eagles songs. He's like, see, you like this? You like this?
No.
At one point, we were at the ski thing, and like an Eagles song just like came over on like the stereo, and like I could tell it was a fucking Eagle. But Cameron was like, hey Keaton, you like this song that's on right now? And I was like, Cameron, are you trying to get me to like admit to liking an Eagles song that I don't know is an Eagles song? Then you could be like, oh, gotcha. He's like, no. Fucking.
Wait, this isn't the drummer Cameron. Is this
No.
is this someone I know or?
No, he went on TCW.
Okay, sorry. I went to the toilet real quick for that little part of the conversation.
Oh, well, wow! I didn't even notice you were gone. Damn.
I don't think I did either.
That seed has got magic powers.
Oh wait, I think I did for a sec.
Yeah.
But yeah, so fucking.
Had to go pee pee.
At one point, I just like asked. I was like, all right, poll what the people were with, because Cameron kept playing some goddamn Fleetwood Mac, and I was like, all right, who's better, Steely Dan or Fleetwood Mac? And also, the other rule of this is if you say I don't know who Steely Dan is, then it's a vote for Steely Dan. so we just asked it, like 4 people said Fleetwood Mac, I said Steely Dan, and then like the remaining 4 people said I don't know who Steely Dan is. So I was like,
So Steely Dan
right,
wins.
Like, we win.
That's like you lost by a forfeit,
I
dude.
know.
Damn.
Yeah, it was fucking. I was like, fuck you guys.
But see, like they have not been enlightened by the magic that is Steely Dan.
Like you
See,
can't.
there should have been more bands like that
Yeah.
from that
It's just-
era, you know?
It's like it's so weird because like the verses are just this dude just he's like Eugenia since he was 17 and all the time I met you I still don't know what that means and he just talks a bunch of this and it just says stuff really fast and other things something and then the choruses are just like 20 dudes just singing really high pitched at the same time. It's like are you feeling in the years? It just sounds fucking magical. And like, it's just, something about Steely Dan is just fucking, like, just funny as shit.
It's also funny how Dad has just always been a fan of Steely Dan, but somehow we never knew.
Yeah.
Because he never listened to any fucking Steely Dan songs. But then he was like, yeah, I like Steely Dan, and I was like, okay. Like,
Well, see, it's like a medical condition with him. Like, in the back of the house somewhere, like in the attic, he has like a shrine.
he just has Steely Dan tied up
Yeah,
in the basement.
There's like 20 dudes in your attic, and they're just old as fuck. Like they're like on the verge of like death, but your dad's just keeping them alive.
whenever Dad's like,
He's
going
just
to,
pumping like morphine into them.
whenever Dad's like, I'm going to a theater conference, he's actually just going to like, so he can harvest some souls, so he can keep Steely Dan alive. Because they're in a fucking hyperbolic chamber, where only they can be fueled by life essence.
Just like goes out and sacrifices some like kids. brings back like pancreases and like shit like that.
He just brings back their pineal glands and juices them into Steely Dan's mouth.
The fuck
There's
are
too
we
much
talking?
fluoride in this. I'm sorry, Steely Dan.
Please don't turn gay on me.
The fuck are we talking about?
It's like you don't even have to make music anymore. You just need to be here. You just need
Yeah.
to be here with me.
I love you, Steely Dan.
God.
Please let me go.
You just
I
there's
have a
like
family.
20 dudes, but you just refer to them as Steely Dan.
My name isn't Steely Dan.
It's John Clayton.
Like, shut up.
Shut up, Steely Dan. 3.
Yeah, it's like you just they're Steely Dan. It looks like it's 20 dudes, but it's actually just one dude with 20 heads.
Just like a fucking ancient biblical demon.
Yeah, it's like fucking Cerberus, but a dude.
Just
What do you
20
think Steely
heads.
Dan is guarding? Like how Cerberus is guarding like Hades or whatever. Steely Dan is just guarding like the fucking Waffle House outside of Tucson. So the Kid Rock can't get inside and start beating people up.
They're like impenetrable. Like Kid Rock cannot get through.
Kid Rock just
and-
comes in with a mustache. He's like, I'm just here to get some hash browns.
He just throws grit sandwiches to distract them.
He just
while
like
they're
tries
eating.
to walk around them, but like there's like a force field. He just bumps into it, and he just gets angrier and angrier.
Well,
each
originally,
time.
Dadgummit.
And he's
Steely
just
Dan-
standing out there. He's like, he's trying to like reason with them. Like he goes through all the stages of grief. He's like, please, please. He's just begging, and then he just goes into like, I don't even want to go in there anyway. No, I don't even like Waffle House. I don't even like beating up people in Waffle House. I hate Waffle House. Waffle House sucks.
The lore behind the band.
They just stand there and don't say anything.
It was just one dude whose name was Steely Dan, and he was set to. He found out that that Kid
We're
Rock.
gonna say Kurt Cobain.
Yeah,
Him too. He's coming in later.
So he found out that Kid Rock was just on a mass murder spree in these Waffle Houses. He was like, all right, I'm gonna put an end to this. So he stood guard outside of the Waffle House. Kid Rock just showed up and he fucking pulled out his broadsword and just decapitated Steely Dan. But since the god,
He's
the
a
gods
fucking
were
Hydra.
there, and
20 heads
so
grew
two
back.
heads grew back where the one Steely Dan head was, and then Kid Rock.
Kid Rock didn't have a sword. He just punched the head off.
Yeah, but he didn't wise up to it, so he just kept punching all the heads off until there were 20 of them.
He was like, wow, dang it.
Too many heads for me. And then while he was gone recuperating, Steely Dan recorded an album called The Royal Scheme. I'm pretty sure that's what the
And
cover of
the
The
whole
Royal
time,
Scheme
like,
is.
It's like
Eventually they just turn into a building with a wolf for a head.
Kid Rock isn't allowed in the Waffle House in Tucson, but but Uncle Cracker is, and Limp Bizkit. Yeah, not just Limp.
Who the
not
fuck
just
is Uncle
Limp Bizkit, just
Cracker?
Fred. Uncle Cracker.
Yeah,
He's basically just Diet Kid Rock. He's like part of Kid Rock's band, but he also had like a rap album, I think.
nice?
Uncle Cracker is basically just another Kid Rock, just like the whole like genre of like new metal country rap or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, so Uncle Cracker's just in there eating a chocolate waffle, and he looks out the window, and he's just like, up, old Cocky's back. He's just like, Uncle Cracker is in there. Hey. He's just
Uncle
trying
Cracker.
to
Let
not
me
look
in.
at him. He's like, hey, I think that guy out there, shh. He's not talking to me. Please don't. Uncle Cracker! He's like, Uncle Cracker, please!
Let me in.
Steely Dan just picks him up, rips him in half. He's like,
Yeah, fucking Fred Durst is just like, just ignore him, man. He's having another one of those fits.
And then Kurt Cobain is walking by and he sees this and he gives Kid Rock a grit sandwich for breakfast and it revives him. He
Alright,
comes
Dylan.
back, he swears revenge against Steely
And then
Dan.
Kurt Cobain realizes what he's done. He's like, oh shit, I just brought Kid Rock back to life.
And then he kills himself.
Yeah, Courtney Love comes up and just starts rubbing her titties on his corpse.
Alright.
And he's just like, hey, stop that. That's not funny.
Alright,
Hey,
Dylan, you're Kid Rock and Kez, you're Steely Dan, standing guard outside. So Dylan,
I'm not
you
good
have
at
to
improv.
Try and get into the Waffle House. Go,
I hate
action.
improv.
Like,
Shit. Hey, Kid Rock, how's it going?
I'm from Detroit.
That's cool. My name is Steely Dan and I have 20 heads. I'm not gonna let you in this Waffle House, Kid Rock.
You got it. No, that's.
This is fucking
I'm on the
stupid.
spot here.
I know, I'm not...
Alright,
See
I'll
if
be
I-
Kid Rock and Steely Dan.
Yeah,
Oh,
alright.
hey, Daniel. It's just
Yeah, Steelathan Daniel.
I'm
What's up, pal? Listen, I love your music and also your spirituality.
ChunchCast.
Just all heads at once, just bellow.
No,
into the heavens.
sing. They sing in unison.
Actually, they don't talk to him. All right, hold on, Dylan. Be Kid Rocky again, real quick, and we'll start this from the beginning.
Guys, you gotta let me in. I gotta go in there and punch Fred Durst's stupid hat off his head. No. No. Come on, guys. You always do this. It's just like...
You've been a genius since when you were 17. And all the time I met you, I still don't know what that means.
I can beat up people in literally any other Waffle House. Why is it this one?
Because, I mean, you know, I don't make the rules, man. You're just not allowed in.
Sucking on my balls. Sing.
Dude, I bet Steely Dan just got some, like, major poontang.
Oh, for sure.
Like...
That's where Greg Louganis is in Steely Dan.
Yeah, I could just imagine like a backstage party and like Jerry Garcia's trying to get in. He's like, you know me, I'm Mr. Grateful Dead, and they're just like,
I'm gonna be grateful when you're dead, bitch.
Fuck you, Jerry Garcia.
Oh, it's rotting in the ground. You fat piece of shit.
Fuck the Grateful Dead.
Oh, that's not nice. Jerry
Like,
just hurts
guys.
Jerry Garcia's feelings.
Steely Dan, all they do is just fuck with people.
Yeah, Steely Dan,
man.
The only way they talk to you is just by talking shit about you in unison to the rhythm of the Reeling in the Years fucking chorus.
It's fucking, and like,
Man, Steely Dan sucks.
Jerry Garcia, he's like, come on, man, they
They
named the ice cream after me, you gotta let me in. He's like, no.
Your ice cream fucking sucks.
Did that guy just say Jerry Garcia? What does that mean?
Wait, hold up. Did you just say Jerry Garcia? What does that fucking mean?
It means they're gonna name an ice cream after you.
Yeah,
Chunky Drunky. It's from like a NoFX Live thing.
Yeah, was that the one where he was just like, Jerry Garcia is dead and he was also fat.
Sure. It wouldn't surprise me.
That's just how Fat Mike is. He's just like...
Yeah.
Well, that's how he is now. See, Fat Mike used to be like clever, but then like he's been like detoxing for months, so he's just like he's basically just Jello Biafra now.
Yeah, he's just kind of like antagonistic.
Yeah, he's just like if he's not getting fucked in the ass by his porn star wife, like he's not
with a big spiky dildo.
Yeah, just fucking a broom handle. Just,
toilet plunger.
She
plunger in. She goes in his ass.
He gets this longhorn fucking Dan Electro bass and just shoves it entirely up his fucking sphincter. That's how NoFX writes music now. He just he just swallows a bunch of marbles, gets the longhorn up in there, and just waits for him to pass. It's like
she sticks like a didgeridoo down his urethra, just and he's like, ah. That's how he sings.
Did you see the picture of Fat Mike with all the fucking hooks in his back?
Yep.
I was like, this does not expand Dong.
This didn't deliver.
There was just some picture. It was like, I can't remember what band it was, but it was like Teenage Bottle Rock, and he was like, got these young chaps to help clean out my dungeon, and they were just holding a bunch of like dildos and shit, and just looked really unhappy.
Right, because they know where they've been.
I would hate to clean up fucking Fat Mike's fucking butt plug collection.
Just ass juice everywhere.
Oh, ew.
Get him up, guys. Are you digging in your foot again?
No, I just got this weird silk tag. I'm just fucking with it. It's just on my toe now.
He's like the menorah too, and they're like, really? She shoved a menorah up your ass? He's like, well, yeah, I'm Jewish. That's the joke.
Yeah, don't you guys get it? I don't like Republicans.
Good old obese Michael. What a man. What a dude.
We gotta bring back Dyke Mike. We gotta figure out
how
to make that work.
I want that to just be a character. Just fucking Dyke Mike. You know, I wish we were popular, or I wish we had enough money to like pay someone to just animate the whole fucking Steely Dan Kid Rock thing.
I had like a nice visual of that going.
Yeah. I did too. Just seeing that whole fucking thing happening. Because it's the fucking, like, you know, the McDonald's in Tucson. Or no, sorry, it was Waffle House. Never mind. I was thinking, because like the
Kid
McDonald's,
Rock doesn't punch people at McDonald's.
No,
Yeah.
he's civilized.
He's not. Yeah.
the McDonald's in
Not
Tucson,
He's not civilized.
the McDonald's in Tucson, Arizona is the only one in the world with the fucking logo isn't yellow. It's just like turquoise colored.
Really?
Yeah,
Wasn't
like
it like a city?
That's like an actual
ordinance?
fact.
yeah, like
I've never
the
actually seen that.
the McDonald's in Tucson, Arizona, just their like M Arches logo is turquoise instead
McDonald's,
of yellow.
Tucson, Arizona.
Using Siri.
Okay, here's what I found.
Wow, that's how I found it.
Here's
Direction.
looking
I can't-
Siri stupid.
Alright.
Are you
Siri, look up McDonald's, Tucson, Arizona.
I found it. Here's Tucson.
Oh, it's only 1,755 miles away.
Let's get in the car right now.
Yeah, you can make it.
Yeah, how long will that take? Let's see. We
Directions
can
my car.
we can go see the live Steely Dan show. Right. Yeah,
They're there.
Yeah.
They're up there. You know, you just got to find the Waffle House, and
You
that's.
can do a flyover tour. Right. Directions. All right.
Are you can you looking at the picture though? Or are you just looking at directions to fucking Tucson?
All right. It'll take a day and 4 hours.
Really?
More than 2,000. It's 2,005 miles away. It's here I was born.
It really only take a day to get to Arizona.
Well, without like stopping. If you drove 24 hours straight, you know.
You could probably get there in 2 days, you know, with stopping and whatnot.
Why would you want to stop though?
I mean, just to sleep, you know?
Fuck that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I gotta find this fucking.
Yeah. Find that picture because I gotta see that.
It is pretty. It's pretty cool looking.
Boy.
Why is it like that?
But it's just like the city officials were like, no,
Actually, it's in Sedona, Arizona.
damn it, that's what I
Dumbass.
meant.
Dude.
Well, he said Tucson because
Oh,
we
dude,
were
that
like
looked like
talking about that.
Yeah, see, Sedona, Arizona, McDonald's.
I've been to Sedona.
Yeah, I know, I have
I
too.
went to
Why?
Sedona. I went to
Well,
Nevada.
because the fucking Sedona city officials, like McDonald's was trying to build a McDonald's there, and they were like, no, your logo's ugly. We have our fucking theme here. Everything is reddish brown and turquoise.
Is it really a theme?
Yeah, well, just, you know, Arizona.
Sedona, Arizona. It's like fucking
they're like-
here's everything you need to know about Sedona, Arizona. They have 4 different earthbound trading companies.
Yeah.
In like the town that's like it was smaller than Monroe.
It's like we built this city on turquoise. Like everything there is just turquoise. Everything you can buy is made of turquoise. So they were like,
Yeah,
hey,
all the shops there just sell gems.
so it was like McDonald's. If you want to like build a restaurant here, you have to make your logo turquoise because otherwise it won't fit with our whole like aesthetic. And they were like, fine. So it's the
Because I guess evidently McDonald's thought they could use the extra business, you know, because it's you know, it's not like there's a McDonald's on the fucking Eiffel Tower already, you know.
yeah, exactly.
They're just like, no, we have to build this here. They
Yeah.
could have just kept their integrity, like, no, we're yellow.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess they were like, well, if we, you know, fucking Ray Kroc, creative Crocs was just like, yeah, well, if we have one different colored McDonald's, then like the tourism for that will probably go up by a lot because it's like it's the world's only. But like I'm sure now, you know, people will be like, actually, you know, we have to have a green golden arches, and they just got to be like, fuck off.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That is a good point. I don't know why they couldn't have just gone somewhere else. Like, you know, they didn't have to build a McDonald's.
Have
Yeah,
you seen like how many if you see McDonald's on a map,
yeah,
it's just a red map
yeah, or a yellow map depending.
or a yellow map, just depending
solid
on
yellow.
whatever color the dots are supposed to be.
Yeah.
Africa's full of them.
I mean, seriously, when you drive through like the coastal plain of North Carolina, like seriously, it's like McDonald's just replaced churches out there.
Yeah,
That's all there is. It's just like, and then like Bojangles for some reason.
yeah,
Like they put all the Bojangles like out in the coastal plain,
yeah.
and they're all like brand new too. Like if you're just trying to drive to the beach, that's like the only place. Like when we went to Raleigh, we like stopped at a Bojangles. It's like we didn't even eat there, but we just stopped there.
Alright, you ready for the outro song? Here it
Too many
comes.
damn Bojangles.
Several Bojangles and a large sum of money. Alright, here we go. Here's the, which one is it? Right. Here we go.
69.
Yeah, baby.
Nice. Nice in you. It's cool if it was sealed. It's like embossed too.
All the track list back there too.
It's also embossed. Cool.
Disco Boys. Reppin'.
Here we go.
Almost there. That doesn't sound very backwards.
Alright, fine, I'll just fucking...